Alrighty, folks, here we go on number 3. Remember, if you don't need number 3, that's completely okay, but just try to keep the noise down a little bit so other people can hear. So, work required for a runner to accelerate from rest to a speed of this. So, in my bar graph, which, oh, come on, there we go. Number 3. So the runner at the beginning, I'm doing it at the beginning. I don't know why it says bottom. We'll get rid of that. So at the beginning, not moving, then doing some amount of work on them. Give it some more interesting color than that. And that work goes directly into their kinetic energy. So that's what I had for my bar graph. Does that agree with what you had? So, for my equation sheet, I grab the equation for kinetic energy. So, the work external done on the runner goes into their kinetic energy. I'm going to put an F there just for their final kinetic energy, right? And I got that directly from my Y, from my bar graph there. That those two are equal. Oops. And now I just substitute in 1/2, whatever my mass is, whatever my speed is, and square it, and I'll get my answer. That's it. Give it a try. I'll give mine a try. We'll see if we meet. So number 2, I included 2 bar graphs because I was thinking, well, the first situation is from the ground up to the, what is it, a tree house? I kept thinking of it as a tree house. So I was thinking from the ground to up, then it hangs out, and then from the up down. Kind of repetitive, but I wanted to make sure I covered all the ground. So I need to add in here a PE grav column. This is number 2, yeah. And for those of you that are interested, I did just post the videos from the other classes. Alright, so I've got my PE grav column in each one. At the beginning, it doesn't have anything. I think I do external work on it to add energy to it. That energy goes to increasing its PE grav. When it's at the top, it's got a lot of that PE grav. But it down, when it's down on the ground again, it's got none again. So that's what I had. On the way up, you do external work on it to increase its amount of energy, give it potential energy gravitation. On the way down, your external work, negative work, is being done on it to pull that energy out of it. Remember, the positive and negative are not directions, they're just gaining or losing energy from the system or the object. Good on the why? I don't know why the whole thing doesn't show. All right. Anybody have a guess on an equation I might need? The graph, yeah.
Describe that or say the energy when the apple is high above the ground.
And I might need one for work. Let me look at my question now. They asked me for the amount of work. So yeah, I know I actually don't need it. No, because the work I do externally on it, this is for part A. From my graph, I know goes to increasing its PE graph when it's up. So whenever I work, and I know M, right? 3.6. I know G because the only planet I know that has pain is the Earth, so I'm going to use 9.81 newtons per kilogram. And I know my H, 1.3. So. Oh. You're actually right. I do need my work equation. I need it for number 2, for part B. For part B, they want to know the amount of work to hold the paint can there. Do I have to apply a force to hold the paint can there? Yeah. How far does it move in the direction of that force? If I'm just holding it there. It's not, so what's my work?
0.
0. So my force would actually be mg, but my distance is 0. And then part C, should just be the negative of my answer to A. Should be. Let's see if they remembered the negative sign. All right, on to number 1. You've got a child with a treehouse. Use a rope to lift a dog up to the treehouse. That's a pretty tall treehouse. That's like, yeah, that's impressive. All right, so I'm going to add my PE grav again. So when the dog starts on the ground, doesn't have any energy, the boy does a bunch of work on the dog. Giving the dog PE grav. That look like your Y? So, the work the boy does gives the dog PE graph. Now, the MG in parentheses, what's another name for that? Mass times the gravitational field strength. Altogether it is the end of the W. It's the weight of the dog, right? Do we know the weight of the dog? Yes. My guess is a lot of people will make the mistake of saying, oh, 20 newtons, that's the mass. That's the weight. And be careful, someone last block didn't use 2 sig figs, they used 3 and it marked them wrong. Just because it wasn't close enough. So.